So yeah, I did it. I surfed at Slater wave pool in Abu Dhabi. And today I'm going to tell you all about the experience from start to finish, and make sure to stick around until this end of the video because there's a ton of information. So let's start with what is Slater wave pool and what makes it so special. So the original Slater wave pool is in California, and recently one was built in Abu Dhabi and started operating just a couple of months ago. I think it was in October. And I'm actually one of the first people to surf there. I surfed there in November. You can actually see it on the locker. So Kelly's wave pool, considered the most advanced and impressive wave pool in the world right now. And what makes it so special and so unique is the perfect barrel they managed to create there. And I'll talk about it more shortly, but let's talk about how does it work. And I'm not sure how the technology exactly work. I'm not an engineer in any way, but what I do know is that there's a massive train that moves back and forth, generating right-handers and left-handers every 4 minutes. And this train can generate several types of waves. There's the beginner waves. There are more soft waves, perfect for beginners who just want to stand up on their board and start to learn how to turn. And there's also the intermediate waves, and these are a bit more powerful but still relatively soft. And of course there's the Kelly's wave, the advanced wave, and the Kelly's wave is fast, powerful, and has 2 sections of barrel rides. The wave starts relatively mellow. You can do 1 or 2 maneuvers in the first section. Then you need to position yourself for the barrel in the middle section. And after that you have to give maybe 1 or 2 last maneuvers before getting ready for the trickiest and most hard section of all time, the end section. And if you make the end section with a barrel, it's such an amazing feeling. It took me some time to get it and to do it and to time it correctly. But wait, you're probably wondering, like, how does it work? How many waves each person get? Here's the deal. A session is an hour and a half, and during that time the machine can generate 24 waves. That means 12 right-handers and 12 left-handers. And each session has a maximum of 4 surfers. So that means that every surfer gets 6 priority waves, 3 right-handers and 3 left-handers. Now you're probably asking, like, what if I just want left-handers? Because if I'm a goofy footer, I want only lefts, right? Can I ask for that? So basically, yes. Depends on who you're surfing with through the session. So you can trade waves with the people that's surfing with you. So it's kind of tricky, but if you're coming with your friends, you can absolutely do it. And I traded a lot with people that I didn't even know before that. But you might be thinking, like, wait, is that really just 6 waves per session? Well, yes and no. What do I mean by that? You see, there is something in the pool that is called poaching. What does it mean? If someone falls off the wave, which definitely happens, you can actually take the wave if you're up next. I did 4 sessions and ended up with 8 to 10 waves per session. 6 priority waves and another 2 to 4 waves that I caught because someone fell. And that's called poaching in the pool. Now you're probably wondering, like, how does the wave priority work? Who gets to take the first wave, the second wave, the third wave, the fourth wave? Don't worry about it. There are guides on the jet ski who organize everything for you, lining you up by the fence where you catch your wave. They will take you, like, from one spot to another, just like a taxi driver. Like, you don't have to paddle. They just take you to the right spot anytime. You don't need to think about anything. Now let's talk about my experience and how I felt during my first sessions and so on. I did 4 sessions of the Kelly's wave over 2 full days. 3 sessions in the morning and in the afternoon, and 1 session in the evening when it was already dark and they turned on the spotlights. In my first session, I didn't really knew what to expect. Like I was super excited and just wanted to surf the wave, focused and not worry so much about performance. I just wanted to surf it in a conservative manner, like just to play it on the safe side. And this is because I actually heard Kelly himself said in one of his videos that it's better to surf in a conservative manner at first than to risk falling. So that's what I did. Like I wanted to surf the whole wave. I just wanted to make the wave and to make the barrel. The barrel was all I was thinking about. But of course, you can't really avoid falling. And I fell quite a lot at the beginning. And at first, I didn't even understood how to paddle towards the drop, because the drop is kind of weird and it goes against a surfer natural instinct. You actually have to drop down to the whitewash and not towards the shoulder of the wave. It's kind of tricky at first, but after I figured that out, now it was the time to really start to understand the wave and start to time it properly. So in the pool, there are flags that signal a specific section of the wave. Like now it's time to get set to the barrel, now it's time to make a performance. And also there's the instructors on the jet ski. And they actually tell you what to do at any given moment on your session. At first, you don't even know who's yelling at you. Like it's kind of hard to surf and to try to understand what they're saying. But it really helps, especially in the beginning, because they know the wave in the best possible way. So how does the wave and the barrel feel? So the wave is incredibly fast. The barrel feels exactly like a real wave. It's insane. Being able to stay in the barrel for over 10 to 15 seconds, it's amazing, like crazy, really. How strong is the wave? The wave is very strong. Like I had a few falls inside the barrel where the wave held me for like a few seconds, but no, I didn't hit the bottom or something. So is it worth it, or like can you compare it to a surf trip? Look, you can't really compare it to a surf trip because it's a different experience. On a surf trip, like you get the full holistic experience. You get the search for the perfect waves, the surroundings, food, people, culture. And yeah, sometimes you will surf with a lot of people. Sometimes you won't catch great waves and the trip could be like a bummer. But sometimes like it's a trip of a lifetime. In perfect conditions with no one out. So like none of that happens in a wave pool where everything is predictable and set in advance. And I think that for me, a wave pool is more like a training session. Like it's a practice for movement, it's a practice for correct positioning and skill improvement. But I think that any surfer, like at any level, can enjoy a wave pool. It's great way to work on a million different things. So I think that what makes Kelly's pool unique is the ability to practice barrel riding. Even if you're like an intermediate surfer who's just starting to understand and trying to learn how to position yourself for the barrel. Or if you're like an advanced surfer working on speed management inside the barrel and you really want to be as long as you can in the barrel and to be as deep as you can. These are the things that I personally focused during my trip, and I really felt I really improved. So guys, if you want to see some more surf videos, click here or here. Thanks for watching, keep on liking, subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video.